Hello Mzansi and welcome to Art Mzansi. Macg shared his honest thoughts about Sol going mainstream. Podcast and chill listeners, collectively known as the Chillers, have been divided ever since it was announced that Sol Phenduka will be joining Kaya FM. According to several reports, he'll be hosting the breakfast show with Dineo Ranaka, which is currently hosted by Thomas Msengana and Skumba Tlope. Nota and some people on social media feel that Sol going on mainstream will censor him and will not be able to speak his mind like before. Nota has been ranting on Twitter that Sol used Macg, who remained silent since the announcement was made, and Macg went on to address this in the latest episode of his podcast. In a statement he said, "Jokes aside, when you told me about this, I was like, dude, there's no way you can say no to this. This is an opportunity you grab with both hands. This is me speaking as a friend of yours, someone who's been there in the trenches with you." He continued, "I know how much this means to you. I know how much this means to the industry as a whole. I'll never stand in front of your success. As people, we need to grow. There are two different hats. When I put on my podcast hat, I'm like, but Sol, we're brothers in arms fighting radio. It's like me marrying an it girl now." Sol Phenduka explains that it's not even about radio. He says it's about being back on mainstream radio. He used Macg's gig on Live Amp, which didn't last long, as an example. You had a gig on Live Amp, it's just a pity someone complained about you, but you took that gig back on mainstream. That's something for the podcasting community to say that what we are doing is dope. Phenduka added that it will be for the betterment of the podcasting community. He continued to say, if you got that gig and kept doing it, all the other competitors will stop hiring what you guys complain about. Industry girls, industry guys who act and know nothing about broadcasting and presenting. Then it changes the whole landscape. He assured the Chillers that he will not be leaving the podcast as Kai FM did not give him an ultimatum. He continued to say, the reason we are sitting with you on the table in the podcast and what we do on the podcast, they are radio people. They've known my abilities before the podcast. It was never really an ultimatum. What people don't understand is that before we were podcasters, we were broadcasters. That's why it's important for me to do that show, because when people see me, they just see Smash What. I wanted to show people there's another side of me. I can go on mainstream TV and conduct myself in a proper manner that's more suitable for the platform. I'm a broadcaster more than anything.